H.O.P.E has developed its own protocol to help treat the symptoms of concussion as well as the symptoms of CTE. So regardless of when your concussion was sustained, we're able to help you eliminate the effects of that concussion. We increase vasocapillary dilation, we reduce inflammation, and we increase neurogenesis, which is the production of new neurons. That is done through the increase in ATP, which is a vital protein that's used in every cell of your body for its function, for its repair and replacement. So since we can hyper that cell structure, we can hyper the healing process as well. Scar tissue, which is the huge component for concussion, is what's left years later. It's what causes the roadblocks that make our neurons and synapses malfunction and receptors not function properly. We are able to relieve that scar tissue. H.O.P.E has the only treatment that we know of in the country that is able to actually address the effects of concussion and concussion syndrome and CTE.
We've had cases where we've had patients come in and their percentile rank typically comes in at what we would consider very low, which is below the 15th percentile. And after 16 weeks, I've seen some patients jump up as high as to the 74th or 75th percentile, which is a significant jump. What I do at H.O.P.E Laser is work with all of the patients that come in, especially concussion patients, and we do a cognitive baseline testing before they start treatment. So what that means is I bring them in for a session and we give them a nonverbal intelligence test, basically to look at cognitive learning patterns, how their brain thinks, how they problem solving, and sometimes even their frustration level or the ease at which they get frustrated prior to our treatment protocol of using photobiomodulation. And then post-testing happens 6 weeks after treatment. And then we give a second version of the cognitive profile assessment. I actually can give them the scientific proof that this is where you were day 1. 6 weeks I come back and see you again, and we retest you, totally different test, different form, and this is where you are 6 weeks later. And it's actually numbers that you can compare and to see in front of you of what happens after a protocol treatment at H.O.P.E Laser.
I remember on the playground, I walked under the monkey bars and someone swung across and kicked me in the side of my head, and I saw my whole vision blur. And when I was a teenager, I was ice skating and I fell backwards on the ice and was unconscious for a moment. I went to the ER and they told me that I fractured my skull. And I've had a couple other instances growing up of concussion. So I came to the H.O.P.E Laser Institute in Easton, where I was greeted by a warm, friendly staff of amazing people. I would come in and do a treatment process that wasn't painful at all and had no adverse effects on me. The results were just outstanding and unbelievable. Before I did this treatment, I was lethargic and I was dealing with stress and emotional struggles, and I, post-treatment, have felt a lot better. I'm more alert throughout the day, and I feel like I have less stress, and I don't have any different life situation, but I just feel like I'm able to manage it better, and that I don't have such serious emotional highs and lows, and the things that come at me day to day I'm able to manage a lot better. And it was just a wonderful experience that I am happy to have had. It's something that is worth trying, and I personally felt that there was no negative effects to this, and it was non-invasive and not harmful for me at all. Going through the treatment didn't take up a lot of time or a lot of weeks, and I felt like it was definitely worth the time and effort that it took me to do this.